name is Jessica Cardenas, and I'm here for service learning through Chaminade University with UH Manoa. With Malama Ina Ahupua'a, it's a way to learn in depth more about the land. Although I'm born and raised here in Hawaii and Oahu, being connected to the land it feels good. It feels good giving back to the land and to learn about different places.
What I learned in this class is how to take initiative and take the small steps and tasks that you may think is minute, but it may not make a difference, but it really does make a difference. And if you do take care of the land, it does take care of you, and so that's what I learned.
This whole experience actually impacted all of us. To learn about something in the lab or in the classroom is totally different from actually going out and experiencing it. Because, I mean, you can write papers 1,000 times about something, but until you actually go out and do what you're writing about, it doesn't have as much of an impact on you. So, yeah, definitely learning about the invasive species and how they're impacting the environment and what we can do to kind of prevent it or maybe help was good to learn in class, but going out in the field and actually doing the physical work was, I think, a lot more meaningful for everybody.
Aloha, my name is Kovehi, and I'm a senior in the Ethnic Studies department. How can I relate the Malama Ina Ahupua'a to my class? Let's just say that it's really hands-on and I really enjoyed it. What we learned in class, we learned about the native struggles that the islanders and the indigenous people have been going through for many years, and actually being in the community, it really shows me it's still happening right now and the people are still fighting, and it kind of inspires me to be that leader for the next generation, to kako'o and just malama, malama our people, malama our aina. And I'm really glad I was a part of it this semester, and I hope to be a part of it next semester as well.
I think the greatest asset that we have is, at least I've found, and everybody here, is not just people reconnecting to the land, but realize there are people within society that are kind of invisible, that are out there taking care of the land that people don't even realize. I think that's the biggest eye-opener and the game changer for us, is that there's a lot of more people than us that care about the land, and I guess collectively we can make a difference.
I think one of my favorite aspects of this whole thing is that you can be of any major and you get to meet people from all different majors and see how they would be involved in processes like that, and everybody gets to learn their different things. And to see them all working together makes it obvious how much work has to be done and how many different types of people we need and we're going to rely on to make it work.
I came here because I'm in an intro chemistry class, so we learn a lot about elements and structures of molecules and that kind of thing. So what we learned here versus in the classroom, this is this is real life. This is the result of everything that we learn in our class, and the mixture of chemicals and all that kind of stuff. So it was really neat to come out here and kind of give meaning to what we were learning. And also kind of come out to the events and have this kind of knowledge of molecules and kind of what's going on at the molecular level. So that was really cool.
Well, the bottom line with citizen science is that America is the leading democracy in the world. And yet we have very low voter participation rates. Hawaii's voter participation rates are really quite embarrassing. People aren't participating in the democracy. And we don't just want voters, we want people who can be advocates and who can act to make important changes in the community. So I think the bottom line is the question of if America believes in democracy, should we be educating citizens better? And really, I think we've kind of lost our way in this area. Most of the outcomes around universities and colleges are really very focused on workforce development, and I get the importance of that. But to have a thriving democracy, you really need to focus on educating for civic engagement, educating for citizenship. It's not something that just comes naturally. If it were, there'd be many more successful and functioning democracies around the world. As Thomas Dewey and de Tocqueville and others have noted, you have to educate for democracy.
When we, through education, can develop new civic engagements and responsibilities, it gives me great hope for the future of our society. For faculty, the opportunity to work together with like-minded faculty to develop together other ways of teaching, other ways of doing research is a great gift, I think. For students, having education that's inspiring, active, productive is a completely different way of approaching education. I personally want more students to look at education as more than earning some credits, some skills on paper that you can then take out in the community and make a living of. I want it to be something that enriches you as a person. I want students to pursue knowledge because they're interested. They just want to know. So working with SENCER ideals establishes that mode of learning that is investigative, that's interested, that want to solve issues in our time and are engaged. For the community to have faculty and students, to have an educational system that is working with you and not consider itself separate from the community is something that gives us hope for creating a better future.